The big screen on the bridge of the Earth ship Defender showed a strange object moving toward Earth. Captain Tae-hyun Kim stood up from his chair, his eyes fixed on the screen. "Is it really alien?" he asked. Officer Minho nodded. "Yes, Captain. It's not one of ours. The ship doesn't match any Earth design." The year was 2157. Humans had built homes on Mars and Europa. They had good spaceships and weapons, but they had never met aliens before. Captain Kim took a deep breath. "Send them our welcome message in all formats. Let's hope they understand one of them." Everyone on the bridge waited. Hearts beat fast. Palms got sweaty. This was the moment humans had waited for through all of history. The screen flickered, and then showed an alien face. It had purple skin, 4 eyes and no hair. The alien spoke, and somehow, they understood its words. "Greetings, humans of Earth. I am High Counselor Vexlar of the Galactic Council. We have been watching your world for some time." Captain Kim stepped forward. "I am Captain Tae-hyun Kim of the United Earth Defense Force. We welcome you to our solar system." Vexlar's 4 eyes blinked one after another. "Your species has grown quickly. We have seen how you solved your resource wars, how you built cities on other worlds. The Galactic Council has 27 species. We think humans are ready to join us." Captain Kim tried to hide his surprise. Not just one alien species, but 27, a whole community of worlds out among the stars. "We are honored," he said. "Earth would be happy to learn more." "Good," said Vexlar. "Ambassador Krell will speak with you about the details. We invite a team from Earth to come to Concordia, our main space station, for talks." After the call ended, Captain Kim called Earth's leaders. They all agreed. This was too important to ignore. They needed to send their best people. 3 days later, Captain Kim had his team. Dr. Ju Park knew all about alien life. She had studied the strange creatures of Europa's oceans. Commander Do-Hyun Lee was their top military mind. And Yuna Choi could talk to any computer and learn any language faster than anyone. "I won't lie to you," Captain Kim told them as their ship, the Diplomat prepared to leave Earth. "We don't know what waits for us out there. The Council might be friendly. They might not. Our job is to protect Earth's future." Dr. Park looked through the window at the blue Earth below. "Do you think they really want us as equals, or do they want something from us?" "That's what we need to find out," said Commander Lee. "Nobody invites you to dinner unless they want something." Yuna was checking the ship's translator programs. "Their technology must be amazing. I wonder how much they'll share with us." "Don't get too excited," warned Captain Kim. "Remember, we represent all humans now. Whatever deal we make affects everyone back home." The Diplomat left Earth's orbit, following the path the aliens had sent. They would travel for 3 weeks to reach Concordia. As Earth became a small blue dot behind them, Captain Kim felt the weight of his job. Some of the crew were excited. Others were scared. He was both. Whatever happens, he thought, nothing will ever be the same for humanity after this. He didn't know how right he was, or that soon he would make a choice that would shock the entire galaxy. The human ship Diplomat slowed as it approached Concordia. Through the main window, the team saw the space station for the first time. It was huge, bigger than any city on Earth. It looked like a giant wheel in space with bright lights all over it. "It's amazing," whispered Dr. Ju Park. No one else spoke. They were all too surprised. Concordia had hundreds of alien ships coming and going. Some were tiny. Others were as big as mountains. Yuna Choi took pictures of everything with the ship's cameras. "Remember," said Captain Kim, "we are here to learn, but also to be careful." Their ship docked at the station. When the doors opened, they saw aliens of all shapes and colors waiting for them. Some had 6 legs, others floated in the air. One looked like a walking tree. A blue-skinned alien stepped forward. "Welcome to Concordia. I am Ambassador Krell. We are happy you have come. The alien had no mouth, but they could hear its words in their heads. The humans were given special rooms to stay in. They had good food and soft beds. Everything seemed perfect. But later that night, someone knocked on Yuna's door. It was a small bird-like alien with silver feathers. "My name is Nyx," it said in a low voice. "I am from the Tellurian people. We must talk in private." Nyx looked around nervously. "Not all council members are your friends. Some see humans as useful tools, nothing more." "What do you mean?" asked Yuna. "Tomorrow they will show you the membership agreement. Read it very carefully. Look for the small words, the hidden rules." In the morning, the humans met with the full council. 27 alien leaders sat in a big circle. Ambassador Krell gave them a thick book. "These are the terms for Earth to join our council," Krell said. "Simple rules that all members follow." Captain Kim gave the book to his team to study. Hours later, they met in their private room. "This is bad," said Commander Lee, pointing at the book. "They want to take control of our ships, our weapons, everything." Dr. Park nodded. "And look at page 94. Earth would be a developing world. We would have no real vote in council matters." Yuna had been using her computer skills to look at the station's records. "It gets worse," she said. "I found secret files. Many member worlds are really just slaves. They give resources but get nothing back." Captain Kim frowned. "So that's their game. They don't want partners. They want servants." The next day, they met with the council again. Captain Kim asked hard questions. Why would Earth have fewer rights than other members? Why must we give up our military? Ambassador Krell waved a long, thin hand. "All new members follow these rules. It is for the good of all. You will have full rights in a few hundred years." That night, the human team talked about what to do. They felt trapped. The council was powerful. Earth was just one small world. "Maybe we should agree," suggested Dr. Park. "We might not have a choice." "There's always a choice," said Captain Kim. His eyes showed he was thinking of something bold. He didn't know that in the morning they would find out something that would change everything and give humans a reason to make the most surprising move in council history. The human team sat in their room on Concordia Station. They were worried. The council's membership terms were not fair. "We need a new plan," said Captain Kim. He looked at each team member. "I want your ideas." Commander Do-Hyun Lee had been studying council military files. "I found something interesting," he said. "These aliens have amazing ships and weapons, but most of them haven't fought a real war in over 500 years. Why does that matter?" asked Dr. Park. "Earth just finished the resource wars 10 years ago," said Commander Lee. "Our soldiers know how to fight, how to adapt. These aliens don't." Yuma nodded. "And their technology isn't as far ahead as they want us to think. I've been looking at their computer systems. They're bigger than ours, but not smarter." Captain Kim walked to the window. He watched the alien ships moving around the station. "So they need us more than they're saying. That gives us power." "What are you thinking?" asked Dr. Park. "I'm thinking we make our own offer," said Captain Kim with a small smile. "One that treats Earth as an equal." The next day, the humans returned to the council chamber. All 27 alien leaders watched them with their strange eyes. "Have you agreed to our terms?" asked Ambassador Krell. "No," said Captain Kim. His voice was strong and clear. "Instead, we have our own proposal." He showed them a simple document. "Earth will join the council as an equal member. We will share knowledge and trade fairly, but we keep our own ships and make our own choices." The chamber was silent for a moment. Then several aliens began to laugh. The sound was strange, some high, some low, some like metal grinding. High Counselor Vexlar stood up. He was tall, with purple skin and 4 cold eyes. "This is not how things work, human. You are small, new, weak. You do not make demands of the council. "We're not making demands," said Captain Kim. "We're offering a fair partnership, nothing less." "Foolish," said Vexlar. "You know nothing of galactic politics. Your tiny world has no power here." While this meeting happened, engineer Juno Kang was working on the human ship. Captain Kim had asked him to check something. Juno was good with machines and could talk to the ship's computer. "Show me any alien ships near Earth," he told the computer. The screen showed a star map. Juno's eyes got wide. "No, no," he whispered. He grabbed his comm device and called Captain Kim. In the council chamber, Captain Kim's device beeped. He looked at the message from Juno. His face went hard. "Is something wrong, Captain?" asked Ambassador Krell with a strange smile. "You tell me," said Captain Kim. He showed a picture on the big screen. It showed alien ships moving toward Earth's asteroid belt. "Why are your mining ships in our solar system? We never said yes to any agreement." The council members looked at each other. Some seemed surprised. Others looked away. "It is standard procedure," said Vexlar. "Just checking what resources your system has. For your benefit, of course." "For our benefit." Captain Kim's voice was cold now. "You're taking our resources before we even join. That's not partnership. That's stealing." The humans walked out of the chamber. Back in their room, they knew things had changed. The council wasn't offering friendship. They were planning to take what they wanted. "What do we do now?" asked Dr. Park. "Now," said Captain Kim, "we prepare to do something no one has ever done before." Captain Kim stood tall in front of the Galactic Council. The huge room was quiet. All eyes were on him. "Your ships entered our solar system without permission," he said. "This is not how friends act." High Counselor Vexlar waved a purple hand. "It is merely a resource assessment, standard procedure for all new members." "But we are not members yet," said Captain Kim. "We have not agreed to your terms." Ambassador Krell stepped forward. "Perhaps you do not understand your position, Captain. The Council has existed for thousands of years. All species join under our terms. There are no exceptions." "And if we refuse?" asked Commander Lee. The aliens looked at each other. Some seemed nervous, others angry. "Then we would have to start isolation protocols," said Vexlar. "What does that mean?" asked Dr. Park. Vexlar's 4 eyes blinked slowly. "It means no trade with any Council world, no sharing of technology, no protection from space dangers. Your species would be alone." Ambassador Krell's voice was cold. "You have 48 hours to accept our terms. Then we begin isolation." The humans left the chamber. They went back to their room to think. "It's a threat," said Commander Lee. "Accept their unfair terms or be cut off from everything." Yuna had been quiet. Now she spoke. "I've been talking to some other species, the Tarvoni and Meridians. They told me something important." "What?" asked Captain Kim. "This isolation protocol isn't just about being left alone. The Council has blocked other worlds from space travel, even attacked them to keep them weak." Captain Kim's face went dark. "So they don't just want our resources. They want to control us completely." Dr. Park looked worried. "But what choice do we have? We can't fight the whole Council." "Maybe we don't have to," said Captain Kim. "Yuna, these Tarvoni and Meridians, are they happy with the Council?" Yuna shook her head. "No. They've been looking for ways to change their treaties for hundreds of years. But they're afraid." Captain Kim started to smile. It was a smile that showed he had a plan. "What if we do something no one has ever done? What if we just walk away?" "Walk away?" asked Dr. Park. "What do you mean?" "I mean we refuse their terms. We go home. We prepare Earth for whatever comes next." "They'll be angry," said Commander Lee. "Yes," said Captain Kim, "but also confused. No one has ever done this before. It will give us time." Yuna's eyes lit up. "And we could help the Tarvoni and Meridians too. Share some of our technology with them. Build alliances." Captain Kim nodded. "Before we go, we'll meet with them secretly. Give them our best encryption tech, so we can talk without the Council knowing. For the first time in days, the humans felt hopeful. They had a plan. It was risky, but it was better than giving up Earth's freedom. That night, Engineer Junho showed them something else he had found. "I've been studying their station systems," he said. "I know how to shut them down if we need to. If they try to stop us from leaving, I can turn off their security doors." Captain Kim looked at his team. "Tomorrow, we make history. We will be the first species to walk away from the Galactic Council. Are we all ready?" They all nodded. None of them knew exactly what would happen next, but they knew one thing: humans would not bow down. They would not become servants. And the Council was about to learn that humans were not like any species they had met before. The next day, all Council members gathered in the big meeting room. They expected the humans to agree to their terms. No species had ever said no before. Captain Kim and his team walked in. The room was quiet. Everyone watched them. "Have you made your decision?" asked High Counselor Vexlar. He looked sure of himself. His 4 eyes blinked one after another. Captain Kim stood in the center of the room. He looked at each alien leader before he spoke. "Yes, we have made our decision," he said. His voice was calm but strong. "Humanity thanks you for your offer, but we must decline." The room stayed quiet for a moment. Then voices broke out. Some aliens stood up. Others made strange sounds. "Decline." Ambassador Krell seemed confused. "That is not possible. You must join." "No," said Captain Kim. "We must not. And we will not." He took a step forward. "Humanity would rather face the stars alone than give up our freedom. We walk away from these talks, effective immediately." The council room turned to chaos. Many aliens were shouting now. Some were talking to each other in panic. Others just stared at the humans. Vexlar's face changed color from purple to deep red. "This is not acceptable. No species has ever refused membership." "Then we are the first," said Captain Kim. "But I doubt we will be the last." The human team turned to leave. Ambassador Krell rushed to block the door. "You cannot leave," said Krell. "Security protocols must be followed. There are forms, procedures." Commander Lee stepped forward. "Move aside, Ambassador. We are going home." "The station security will stop you," said Krell. Engineer Junho smiled for the first time since they arrived. He held up a small device. "I don't think so. I've been inside your computer systems for days. If you try to stop us, every door on this station will open. Every security system will shut down." Krell's eyes went wide. "You would not dare." "Try us," said Yuna. She was standing next to Junho. In the corner of the room, Captain Kim saw the Tarvoni and Meridian representatives. They were trying not to show it, but they looked happy. Last night, he had given them Earth's best encryption codes. Now they could talk safely, away from council ears. Vexlar came to the door. "You are making a terrible mistake. The council does not forget. You will regret this day." Captain Kim looked him straight in the eyes. "No, Counselor. You will regret how you treated us. Humans do not bow to bullies. Remember that." The human team walked out. No one stopped them. They went straight to their ship. As the Diplomat pulled away from Concordia Station, they could see the chaos through the windows. Alien ships were moving in all directions. The station lights were flashing. "I've never seen anything like it," said Dr. Park. They really didn't think anyone would ever say no. Captain Kim watched the station get smaller behind them. That's why it worked. They had no plan for this. "What happens when we get home?" asked Commander Lee. "We prepare," said Captain Kim. "They might try to punish us, but I think they'll be too busy with their own problems first." He didn't know how right he was. Behind them on Concordia, the greatest crisis in Council history was just beginning. 2 days after the humans left, the Galactic Council held an emergency meeting. The big room was noisy. Everyone was talking at once. Silence, shouted High Counselor Vexlar. His voice echoed in the chamber. "We must talk about this human problem." The alien leaders slowly became quiet. Many looked worried. "How could you let them leave?" asked the Zarthan representative. His skin was green and scaly. "This has never happened before." "It's your fault," said another alien to Vexlar. "You pushed them too hard." Vexlar's 4 eyes narrowed. "I followed the same rules we always use. These humans are just difficult." Ambassador Krell stepped forward. "The real problem is what happens next. Already, some member worlds are asking questions. They want to know why the humans could say no." This made the room quiet. Everyone knew what Krell meant. If one species could refuse council terms, others might try too. "We are getting reports of unrest on 7 worlds," said a small blue alien. "People are talking about the humans, calling them brave." Vexlar hit the table with his fist. "Brave? They are foolish. They cannot survive alone." A new alien entered the room. It was Morax, the head of Council Intelligence. He looked troubled. "I have news about the humans," said Morax. "It is not good." He showed pictures on the big screen. They were images of Earth and its colonies. New ships, new weapons, new defenses. "They are building faster than we thought possible," said Morax. "Their technology is advancing quickly. And worse, they are talking to other species. The Tarvoni, the Meridians, even some outer rim worlds that never joined us." "How do you know this?" asked Vexlar. "We tried to listen to their messages," said Morax. "But they have new codes. We cannot break them." Vexlar stood up, his purple face now dark with anger. "Then we must use force. We cannot let one small world challenge the Council." General Zivix, the head of Council forces, shook his head. "It is not that simple. Our ships are spread across the galaxy, and the humans have built strong defenses around their solar system." "They knew we would be angry," said Ambassador Krell. "They prepared for it." "And there is one more problem," added General Zivix. "Humans are unpredictable. All our battle computers say fighting them would be risky. They do not follow normal patterns." Vexlar looked around the room. For the first time in his long life, he felt afraid. Not just of the humans, but of what was happening to the Council. "We need a new plan," he said finally. "The humans have changed things. We must adapt." In the back of the room, a Tarvoni representative whispered to a Meridian. The humans were right. The Council is not as strong as they pretend. "Yes," whispered back the Meridian. "And now everyone sees it." Outside the chamber, news was spreading across all Council worlds. A small new species had stood up to the mighty Council. They had walked away, and the sky had not fallen. On many worlds, people began to wonder, if humans could say no, why couldn't they? The Council had ruled for thousands of years, but in just a few days, humans had shaken it to its core. And in their private rooms, many Council leaders were asking the same question. What should they do now? 6 months passed. On Earth, much had changed. The Moon now had defense stations. Mars had new shield generators. Ships patrolled the whole solar system. Captain Kim had been made Admiral Kim. He stood in the new Space Command Center built into Olympus Mons on Mars. Big screens showed the status of Earth's defenses. "Admiral," said a young officer, "we have detected a large ship entering the system. It's from the Council." Admiral Kim nodded. "We've been expecting them. Let them approach." In the months since leaving Concordia, Earth had prepared for the worst, but they had also made new friends. The Tarvoni and Meridians had sent secret messages. Other species, too. All wanted to know more about the humans who dared to say no to the Council. Yuna Choi entered the room. She now led Earth's alien communications team. "The Council ship is asking to talk," she said. "But it's not Ambassador Krell this time. It's someone called Supreme Arbiter Xalan. Very high-ranking." Admiral Kim raised an eyebrow. "Interesting. They're sending their best now." The main screen lit up. An alien with silver skin and wise eyes appeared. Unlike Vexlar, this alien looked calm and thoughtful. "Greetings, Admiral Kim," said Xalan. "I am Supreme Arbiter Xalan of the Galactic Council. I come with new proposals for Earth." "We are listening," said Admiral Kim. "But our answer has not changed. Earth will not give up its freedom." Xalan nodded slowly. "We understand that now. Our new proposal is different." The terms Xalan offered shocked everyone in the room. Technology exchange programs, fair trade agreements, recognition of Earth's independence, no demands for Earth's military to serve the Council. "This is not what Vexlar offered us," said Admiral Kim. "Vexlar no longer speaks for the Council on this matter," said Xalan. "Your departure caused problems. Many species began to question our ways. Some demanded new terms. Others threatened to leave." Admiral Kim tried not to smile. "So you need us now." "We need peace," said Xalan, "and perhaps a new way of thinking." Over the next week, humans and council representatives talked. The new terms were much better, but Admiral Kim was still careful. "Why should we join you at all?" he asked Xalan during one meeting. "We've done well on our own. We've made our own allies." "Yes," said Xalan. "We know about your talks with the Tarvoni and others. That is part of why I am here." In private, Admiral Kim met with his team. Dr. Park had studied the new proposal carefully. "It's a real change," she said. "They're scared. Your plan worked better than we hoped." Commander Lee nodded. "We've shown strength. Now we can get what we want." "What should we do?" asked Yuna. Admiral Kim looked out the window at the red Martian landscape. "We won't join the Council, not even with better terms. Instead, we'll offer something new." The next day, he presented Earth's idea to Xalan, a new sovereign alliance of independent worlds, equal partners working together, not ruled by anyone. "The Council will not like this," said Xalan. "The Council is changing whether they like it or not," replied Admiral Kim. "You can be part of that change, or you can fight it." Xalan was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "I will bring your proposal back, but I think some will listen. The old ways are failing." As Xalan's ship left Mars orbit, Admiral Kim watched it go. "Do you think it will work?" asked Yuna. "I think we've started something that can't be stopped," said Admiral Kim. "And that's enough for now." 2 years had passed since humans first met the Galactic Council. Today, something historic was happening. Admiral Kim and Yuna Choi stood in a grand hall on a neutral space station. Around them were representatives from many worlds. Some were from the Council. Others were from the new Sovereign Alliance. "I never thought we'd be here," said Yuna quietly. "Look at what we started." Admiral Kim nodded. The hall was filled with aliens of all kinds. Former enemies now talking peacefully. It was the first Galactic Concordat, a meeting to set rules between the Council and the Alliance. The Alliance now had 8 member species: humans, Tarvoni, Meridians, and 5 others who had left the Council. All were equal partners. All kept their freedom. The remaining Council had been forced to change. They had lost members. They had lost power. Now they needed new ways to work with others. Supreme Arbiter Xalan approached Admiral Kim. "This is a historic day," he said. "The first time in 10,000 years that the Council must share power." "Change was needed," said Admiral Kim. "All we did was show it was possible." Across the room, Admiral Kim saw a familiar purple face. Former High Counselor Vexlar was watching from a corner. He was no longer in charge. After so many species left the Council, he had been removed from power. "Your old friend is here," said Yuna, noticing Vexlar too. "He still doesn't understand what happened," said Admiral Kim. "He thinks we planned all this from the beginning." "Didn't we?" asked Yuna with a small smile. Admiral Kim laughed. "We just wanted fair treatment. Everything else happened because others wanted the same thing." The meeting began. For hours, they talked about trade routes, technology sharing, and borders between Alliance and Council space. It was not always easy. Old habits were hard to break, but slowly agreements were made. At the end of the day, Supreme Arbiter Salin asked to speak with Admiral Kim alone. "I must tell you something," said Salin when they were private. "When you walked away from our talks 2 years ago, many thought you were making a mistake, but you changed everything." "How so?" asked Admiral Kim. "For thousands of years, the Council never changed. We thought our way was the only way. Your species showed us we were wrong." Zalin's silver eyes looked tired but wise. "Your willingness to walk away from a bad deal forced us to offer a better one. Not just to you, but to everyone." Admiral Kim thought about those tense days on Concordia. "We were scared too. But sometimes you have to be willing to walk away to get what you deserve." Later, as the human ship headed back to Earth, Admiral Kim looked at the stars. So much had changed. Earth was now part of something bigger, not as a servant, but as an equal. "What do you think happens next?" asked Yuna, joining him at the window. "I don't know," said Admiral Kim. "But whatever it is, humans will face it on our own terms." Their ship passed a new Alliance outpost where ships from 7 different species worked together. 2 years ago, these species barely spoke to each other. Now they were partners. All because humans had done something simple but powerful. They had walked away from a bad deal. And in doing so, they had changed the galaxy forever. ****. The end ****.